in this fourth module, we have left with only one topic. So we'll complete the topic and then I will show you the one execution of the program. So today we are going to discuss about the PHP error and the exception handling. Okay, so what are the errors we are going to encapture during the execution of the PHP program and as well as the exception handling. So if that error has been occurred, how we are going to handle those errors and how we are going to come out from those errors. Okay, so first is the procedural error handling. So if you are executing the PHP code, so how you are going to come out from the errors. Okay, first method is the procedural error handling. So here recall connecting to a database that there may be an error. So for example, while you are executing the program, you may have come up with the database, right? So that is a MySQL database if you are connected with your network. So like whatever the program you are executing, so that along with that at the back end you are executing the database connectivity. So if any connectivity error, so while you are installing the application, like some of the any environment issues or any some of the libraries, if you are not done, so due to that it may going to give you the sum of the error. Okay, so if that in the cases, if you are expecting the any sum of the error, so then what you have to do, that you have to connecting to the database. So again you have to connect one more time to the database and you may check that whether any the database connectivity you have been missed there. So like you have, how we are going to do the checking that. So that is a variable we have taken dollar connection, that is equals to MySQL connect. What is the name of the variable we have taken? That is MySQL connection. We have to check the database host, so and the database user, we have to check that what is the user using the database and what is the value he is passing the database and the name of the database. So once you have to check all these connections to with respect to the MySQL. So what are the different values you have to check? You have to check the connectivity, like whether the hosting the database is correct in the way or not, and you have to check the user database and you have to check whatever the values you have passed to the database is in the correct way or not, and you have to check the database name. So if MySQL connect error, so if any of these things which is going to be kept in the error condition, like if you are not hosted the value and if you are not passed the any sum of the value, then you are going to get some of the error. Okay, so that is a MySQL connect error. So this is the error you may going to get if that error, if it is not equal to null. So like if the these values, like host value and the user and the whatever the value you have passed, if these values are correct, so then there is no any error, so you can handle your error in the procedural manner. And next is the object oriented exception handling. So in this object oriented exception handling, when your runtime error occurs, when you are executing the program, during the execution of the program there will be a error like runtime error. During the execution it may occur the runtime error, then it throws an exception. So the PHP during the execution of the program, it will show you the runtime error, so then it will show you the throws an exception. So this exception can be caught and it can be handled by the functions or classes which is generated the exception. So whenever it will going to throw an exception, and these exceptions, so what is the exception here, what is the runtime error we have facing, that is the exception, and these exception it can be caught and it can be handled either by the any of the functions or classes, like any of the functions or classes if you are written inside the program. So these classes and functions it can be generated by the exception. So these can going to manage the whatever the exception which is caused through the runtime error. If an exception is not caught, so for example if the particular exception is not caught, then eventually the PHP environment will handle it by terminating the execution. So for example, during the runtime execution, so there is any exceptions is done, so if there is no any exception is done, then the PHP environment will handle it by terminating the execution. So if any runtime exception done, then it will call the throws, so then it will going to manage it by the caught. So in the caught block it will going to handle the errors which is caught by the PHP. If there is no any it cannot be able to handle those exception, then the by default it will going to terminate the execution of the program. So by the PHP environment, by default it will going to terminate the execution of the program. So what is the message it is giving by terminating the execution? Just it will give you the uncaught exception. Okay, so here there is no any caught has been happened. If the caught has been happened, so then it can be managed in the exception block. Here there is no any error can be happen here, so then the uncaught exception message can be displayed on the screen. So this is the example of the try and the catch block. Here the exception throwing function, so here it is the name of the function we have taken, throw exception. Okay, so here in the name of the function, so if that message is equals to null and the code is equals to null, the two different attributes. Okay, so in this two different attributes we have taken the two values. It throw new exception, so one is the message we have passing and one is the code we have passing in the try block. So here we have written the PHP code, the PHP code like if you are going to matching any of the exception, first what the connection you have to check, you have to check this MySQL connection. So in this MySQL connection, we have to check the host database and the user database, and as well as the passing the value to the database and the name of the database. So here if any errors occur, so that it can be catch, it can be catch in the exception handling. Here the what is the message, the caught exception, or it can be online, or it can be stack trace. Okay, so these are the different types of the catch. So if you're trying the code here, you're checking the connection. If any exception occur, so if any exception occur, it can catch in this catch block. In this catch block, it will show you that E, that is E stands for an exception. So $E we get the message. So what is the caught exception? It is going to show you the one of the message, that is the caught exception, and next is the get line, and last one is the print the get trace. Finally that PHP code here it will be executed after the try or after the catch block. So if any errors has been occurred, it can be catched in this catch block. If there is no any errors, there is no any exceptions are there, then the final execution. Okay, so that is a final execution of the code. What is the final PHP execution? That it will going to give you the host name, username, pass the value, and the database name. If there is no any errors, then there is no need to enter into the catch block. Then it can directly give you the printout, that is the directly output it can be given at the finally. So this is the example of the try block and as well as the catch block. So the final block is an optional. So what is the final block we are going to encounter, we are going to execute? It is an optional block. Any code within it, it will be always executed after the code in the try or in the catch block. So whatever that we have taken here, PHP, there is a finally, so it is an optional. So either the code it can be executed in the catch itself. So if you are encountering any error, then by default you are going to execute those error in the catch block itself, or else it can be executed in the before the try only. Okay, so this finally it is a block, it is only, it is an optional. There is no rule that you have to execute the PHP code in the final itself. Okay, so this is how you throw your the exception. So here we have written the PHP code. So that PHP code, if it is encounters any error, then it will catch here. Okay, so that exception it can be handled in the catch block. So here that exception it can be handled and it will give you the output, and the last it will throw you the exception. So if any exception has been occurred during the execution of the try block, it can enters into the catch block. So once it enters into the catch block, it executes all the code and again it will throw you the exception. So, and in the customer handler, it is possible to define your own handler for the uncaught errors and the exception. So it is possible to define you the own handler and as well as the own handler for the caught and the errors. So the mechanism for doing so varies depending upon whether you are using the procedural or object oriented mechanism for responding the errors. So in the previously we have seen the different methods, like one is the procedural handling method. Okay, so in the procedural handling method, by using or by checking the connectivity of the database to check whether an error has been occurred or